Okay, welcome back. Today we are going to discuss another very important landmark judgment, that is Lily Thomas versus Union of India, and this case was decided on 10th of July 2013. So this is basically the case related to the disqualification of the elected members, elected representatives in India, if they are awarded the punishment of 2 or more years, okay, in an offense which are mentioned in section 8 subsection 1, 2 and 3 of the representation of the People's Act. Okay, so in that act, specifically those offenses are given in section 8, 1, 2 and 3. So you can see there. So if they are convicted for more than 2 years, then their membership will be disqualified, and for other purposes like to contest the elections and all, so everything will be disqualified. So I will be getting into the briefly the facts. So I will then explain you finally why the writ petitions were filed. And this is very important case, and we will also start from 2005. Actually, writ petitions earlier were filed by the one of the senior most advocate, advocate Lily Thomas ma'am, also along with the another person. So I will be talking about all these facts. Okay, so let's start this judgment. And this judgment, it is a two judges bench, honorable two judges bench, Honorable Justice AK Patnaik, and the another honorable justice Sudhanshu Jyoti Mukhopadhyay. Okay, so we will be now continuing the session. So basically, let me again tell you something about this citation, that is Lily Thomas versus Union of India. And one more case I will be talking about in the same year 2013, that is the Basant Kumar Chaudhary versus Union of India. It is again the 2013 Supreme Court judgment. So we will read these cumulative and the same dictum in both the cases, which we will see at the end. Okay. But before I start, please subscribe the channel so that you can regularly get the updates. Now, I will start. Uh, these were the two writ petitions. Actually, two writ petitions को file किया गया था by it is the public interest litigation which was filed by the senior Supreme Court advocate Lily Thomas. And why this writ petition was filed, let me tell you. And the senior most advocate Lily Thomas, along with the another person, that is the advocate Satya Narayan Shukla, in 2005 in before the Supreme Court. They were actually seeking to strike down, you can say, struck down the section 8 subsection 4 of the रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ पीपल एक्ट 1951, जिसका मैंने स्टार्टिंग में जिक्र किया था, वही यहाँ पर है. And to which actually, and to disqualify a legislature, means a person who is actually convicted immediately, if they are convicted for 2 or more, if this punishment is given to them. Okay, so now if you what was the problem? Actually, the problem was that whenever the person is convicted, so they used to go for the appeal, and appeal period was of 3 months. So if they file an appeal to the higher court, obviously, so obviously, if the member of the parliament who were convicted but had filed an appeal could go in their regular businesses, election and holding even their seats. Means अगर उन्होंने अपील फाइल कर दी है, तो जब तक ये अपील इज नॉट फाइनली डिसाइडेड, सो फॉर दैट पीरियड ऑफ टाइम they can continue with the whole means all these political affairs, obviously. So this was the problem, and this is why the writ petitions were filed, and finally in 2013 the things were decided, उनको decide किया गया. ठीक है. तो before I start, let me tell you another very important fact. Miss Lily Thomas, advocate, senior advocate Miss Lily Thomas, she was the first woman in India to qualify for the LLM degree course. So this is another very important part which I am mentioning here. Now I should go forward. So what was the matter, and what finally has been decided? So now you can better understand what I am talking about. So here the issue is regarding the section 8 subsection 4 of the Representation of People Acts, because ultimate means, if you'll observe, you'll find that there is a protection given to those people who are convicted, and during this appeal period they were free to contest the elections, to do any of the affairs related to the election, for that matter. So for this part it was challenged to struck down this provision, and why not to disqualify the membership right from the date of the judgment if they are convicted for an offense in which the punishment is 2 years or more. So okay, are you getting what I'm saying? I don't know if I am so much fast. Please tell me in the comment box sections and to rectify how I am explaining. Otherwise I will be continuing in this manner. So now you can better understand what was the issue, and so let's read. So if any sitting member of the parliament of the state legislature is convicted of any of the offence mentioned in the subsection 8 1 2 and 3, as I have already explained in the act, that is Representation Act, people Representation of People's Act, so they will suffer the disqualification immediately, and after the pronouncement of this judgment, membership, means the person who is convicted, his membership of the parliament or if he is from the state legislature, as the case may be, will not be saved by subsection 4 of the section 8 of this act, and this judgment declared section 8(4) as ultra vires to the constitution, notwithstanding that he files an appeal, revision against the conviction sentence or whatever it is. Okay, so what exactly the conclusion laid down by our honorable Supreme Court 2 judges bench, that if he is convicted, so if he is convicted in an offense in which the punishment is 2 years or more, then even though he is filing an appeal or say revision or any other thing, any other means remedy he is exhausting, so then he is disqualified right from the day of the judgment. Okay, so nothing, notwithstanding means overriding effect is given to this, and they will be considered to be a disqualified, means they are disqualified members, sorry, they are disqualified members from the date of the date when they are convicted. So this is very progressive and very good judgment which came in 2013. Earlier, so they used to go to the appeal, and in that period till the appeal is finalized, they are open, they are going, and all the kind of political activities they can do. But after this judgment, so many leaders actually no will not were not allowed to do any kind of political activities like elections and all, so many things. So this is very important judgment, and Miss Lily advocate, senior advocate Miss Lily Thomas played a very vital role in this, and very important judgment, landmark judgments we have understood. So this judgment jo whatever we have discussed, it was in contrast with the earlier dictum. Earlier dictum, so I have already explained that wherein the convicted member held on to their seats until they exhausted all the judiciary remedy in the lower state and the Supreme Court of India. Means earlier what was that, they used to go in the appeal so they were free to do anything, means they can do for the political activities, elections, they can hold the seats and all. So it changed now, and the further section 8 subsection 4 of the Representation of People Act, which allowed the elected representatives 3 months period to appeal their conviction, was declared unconstitutional by the bench of the Honorable Supreme Court Justice A.K. Patnaik and Honorable Justice S.J. Mukhopadhyay. So this was actually the judgment which I had explained to you. I have explained to you, and I have tried my level best to make it clear what was the reason of filing the writ petitions, and please mention in the comment box sections if you want me to improvise, because it's just like an extempore, whatever I know I just explain. Okay, I just explain to all the students who are appearing for the examinations. Okay, so all the CLAT students, all other examinations of judiciary, my best wishes, all the very best. Okay, God bless to everyone for listening me. And if you want some more material, so I have already uploaded the material on the playlist. Check the playlist, and Supreme Court judgments right from 1950 till 2020 I have uploaded, and so many other general studies material is also available there, so you can check the playlist. Okay, and finally today we have covered this Lily Thomas judgment, and finally the section 8 of subsection 4 of the Representation of the People's Act is declared to be unconstitutional by our Honorable Supreme Court of India. Okay, so thanks for listening to me, and God bless to everyone. Keep updating yourself. Take care.